Hello all. So today we have PRAJNANANDAN GIRI with us, who has secured All India rank 24, perhaps the highest with geography optional. And his geography optional score was 284. In paper 1, he got 131 marks, and in paper 2, he got 153 marks. So welcome PRAJNANANDAN, and we congratulate you for this particular success, and you will be getting IAS for sure. So Himanshu sir, start kariye.
I would also like to congratulate PRAJNANANDAN and a remarkable score you have got. A very, very good rank. In fact, you have secured. So congratulations again. So
Thank you very much.
Briefly share your journey of the preparation of UPSC, because as far as I know, this was your fourth attempt.
Yes, sir.
So fourth attempt, it means almost you would have spent 5 years, near about.
Yes, sir.
5 years in this journey.
Yes.
So just enlighten us a little bit about that.
Okay. So, sir, I did integrated MSc. So I graduated in 2020. So during this COVID lockdown, suddenly our college was stopped. And before that, only I had a slight idea about this preparation. Some NCERT books I have read, but my real preparation started after this COVID lockdown. So in March, I think in April 2020. And the first prelims I gave in October 2020. So only during this 6 or 7 months preparation, and somehow I qualified prelims and I appeared mains. And so I was not mains ready at that time. So my mains mark was very low. I got around 660 in total. And but my geography optional mark was somehow in average, like 245 I got.
Okay.
And so my the mark was very less from the cutoff. So in second attempt, again I tried, and I could not qualify mains by around 10 marks or something. And in third attempt, I qualified mains and I appeared in interview. And finally, I scored around 715 marks. And this time I scored around 826 in mains, and total around 1000 something, 1024.
Yes, yes.
So that was my whole journey. And I had geography optional from the beginning only, because I had interest in it. And because of the interest only, I have never thought about taking any other optional. And but however, my marks was improving in first to second attempt. In third attempt, my marks suddenly surprisingly decreased. And in this attempt, I got the highest till now, so 284.
ठीक है प्रज्ञान, मैं पूछना चाहूंगा कि व्हाट वाज योर पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस विद ज्योग्राफी ऑप्शनल. तो कहाँ से जर्नी स्टार्ट होती है ज्योग्राफी ऑप्शनल के साथ, और क्या क्या एक्सपीरियंसेस रहे? यू डू नॉट हैव टू नेम एनीवन, बट क्या क्या एक्सपीरियंसेस रहे पूरे ज्योग्राफी में, क्या क्या लर्निंग्स रही, और फिर वो सारा जो कंक्लूजन इन टर्म्स ऑफ 284 मार्क्स जो आया है इस फोर्थ अटेम्प्ट में, वहां तक कैसे इवोल्यूशन रहा है?
Yes. So in my first attempt, I did some basic course, so basic from online courses, and in that I could not complete the whole syllabus. So around 50% or something was completed, because that skipped many important topics also. And so in second attempt, I tried to enrich my study with some online courses, and I also joined 500 plus, but I could not complete all the classes. I just did some 20% of the classes between prelims and mains. So however, my mark got improved by around 13 marks I improved. But in third attempt, I focused more on geography part, more on GS part, and could not focus more on optional part, because I was somehow confident that my marks in geography will automatically improve. So I got less than my first attempt marks. So that was very surprising. And this time in fourth attempt, I took leave for these 3 months from my job, and I studied completely at home. And I tried to complete this 500 plus classes. So I almost completed 90% of the classes and made all the notes. And I think I revised around 2 or 3 times. And I could answer most of the questions from my notes, and I got this score. And also maybe with 1 or 2 more revisions, I could have scored more than 300 also.
Very good, very. So that means to say that आपका जो फोर्थ अटेम्प्ट था उसमें मेजरली योर प्रिपरेशन वाज विद 500 प्लस नोट्स, और उसके कुछ और रिवीजन होती तो स्कोर में और सिग्निफिकेंट जंप देखने को मिलता. आई वाज आल्सो लुकिंग एट योर टेलीग्राम चैनल, तो उसमें भी यू हैव सेड दिस सेम थिंग ओनली, दैट योर लास्ट फोर्थ अटेम्प्ट वाज प्राइमरली फोकस्ड ऑन 500 प्लस. तो 500 प्लस ने कैसे हेल्प किया उस जो अनस्ट्रक्चर्ड अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड फाउंडेशन कोर्स के अंदर ज्योग्राफी का डेवलपमेंट हुआ था उसको?
So like I was feeling that my geography optional preparation was somehow haphazard kind of thing. So there was not any structural thing to it. So I was writing answer like GS and whatever comes to my mind like that. But in 500 plus classes, most of the answers are structured, and we like हमें वो मिलता है कि हम एक क्वेश्चंस को 2 एंड उसके फिर मल्टीपल 2.1 2.2 करके मल्टीपल पॉइंट्स में डिवाइड करके लिख सकते हैं उसको. So in that way, it helped me to structure my answer. And also one thing is that most of the questions of this year in 2023 are directly or somehow linked to 500 plus knots, like the local winds that is exactly there, and the
It was also in the test series.
Yes, it was in the test series. The inversion of temperature, like I did 2 questions from the section A, and I think all 6 are from geography from these 500 plus notes. And so in that way, I think it helped.
So you were saying that you did 2 questions from section A.
Yes,
That means physical geography.
yes.
And 3 questions from section B.
1 question from section B.
Okay, that means you meant 2 questions, choice-based questions.
Yes, 2 means 50-50,
Yes,
100 marks.
understood. This is important because sometimes our experience says that most of the students who are getting very high marks, if you talk about their attempt is more from human geography. But I always
Yes,
say this, that wherever you are comfortable, it doesn't matter. It is about your comfort with the questions. And if you're comfortable with the questions, whether it is section A or section B, you can choose from wherever you want to attempt those 2 questions. So that
yes,
is, again, very significant.
तो प्रज्ञानंद, आई वांट टू आस्क समथिंग, एंड हम हिंदी में भी बोल सकते हैं बिकॉज काफी सारे व्यूअर्स हिंदी में भी हैं, सो इंग्लिश रखते हैं, मिक्स रखते हैं. वन क्वेश्चन वाज कि अगर लेट्स से इफ समवन न्यू इज स्टार्टिंग हिज और हर प्रिपरेशन फॉर यूपीएससी 2025 2026, तो आपकी क्या एडवाइस होगी कि ज्योग्राफी ऑप्शनल के साथ यूपीएससी को प्रिपेयर करने के लिए क्या स्टेप्स होने चाहिए, एंड वुड यू लाइक टू रिकमेंड देम एनी अदर थिंग इन दिस रिगार्ड?
No, if someone is starting now, so I would recommend only this this foundation course of guidance science. So I had bought this note, so मैंने वो खरीद लिया था ऑनलाइन से दिल्ली से. तो वो नोट्स को भी मैंने रेफर किया था. सर के क्लासेस का जो नोट्स होता है और वो जो प्रिंटेड वाला नोट्स होता है, तो वो थोड़ा कॉम्प्रेंसिव होता है. अगर हम लिंक करके पढ़ते हैं, उतना टाइम हमारे पास है, तो आई थिंक we should follow both the class notes and the printed notes, and in that way the printed notes are also very structured. So I would only tell that you focus on these notes, and if you require, I think we don't need to study books also, the textbooks.
Yes.
I think these notes are sufficient enough. Just we just have to have trust on the notes. That's I would say.
This is what we try to do in guidance, that because क्या है ना कि जो ज्योग्राफी की मेजॉरिटी ऑफ जो पॉपुलर बुक्स हैं, they are more from academic orientation,
Yes.
not exactly from what is required in UPSC. And because of that क्या होता है कि स्टूडेंट अगर वो खुद से पढ़ने बैठ जाता है, तो वो वैसे ही 2-3 साल उसमें लग जाते हैं, और फिर यूपीएससी की जो प्रिपरेशन है, द सो कॉल्ड 5 ईयर प्लान, वो वैसे ही हो जाता है. 5 ईयर प्लान पंचवर्षीय योजना बन जाती है. So that is the problem. Once you are doing it with the classes, with the notes, the period gets very short, the preparation, and it is definitely very convenient for the students. Now, अब इसी पे मैं एक क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहता हूँ. Like you told us right now कि थर्ड अटेम्प्ट में मैंने थोड़ा जीएस पे ज़्यादा ध्यान दिया, and because of that my geography marks went down. In fact, you told me that from 258 you got ultimately something in 230s.
Yes, sir.
In geography optional in your third attempt. So there is this also one perception that if you are taking this optional geography optional, managing it with the GS, balancing it with the GS, does it becomes really difficult?
I think it is not difficult. We have to, like in this attempt, I could balance this. So I think balancing is something we should practice from the beginning. And actually, I was more overconfident that if I get 258, then automatically my score would improve to 270 in next attempt. So I focused more on GS. And in that way, I think it backfired also. And also some also says that in last year the geography marks was little lower side because there was not much 300 plus marks also. So in that way, that may be also the reason. But I think, sir, no, I think it is more of a balancing issue.
No, but last year also there were students who scored 280 to 90. And in
To
fact,
19.
there was one of my student, Mutuarsi, she scored 300 marks in geography, but she didn't get in the final result. So that was also the case actually last year.
बिल्कुल. सो प्रज्ञानंद को बस मैं स्टूडेंट्स को ये बताना चाहूंगा कि प्रज्ञानंद से वी वर नॉट एक्सपेक्टिंग दैट ही विल बी प्रिस्क्राइबिंग एंड सजेस्टिंग द फाउंडेशन कोर्स ऑफ गाइडेंस आईएएस. ही सुओ मोटो टोल्ड दिस थिंग फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. तो अच्छी बात है वो, बिकॉज सर इसमें भी एक इशू रहता है कि फाउंडेशन कोर्स अगर ज्योग्राफी का 5.5 मंथ्स तक चलता है तो उसमें इतनी कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव प्रिपरेशन हो जाती है कि उसमें मोस्ट ऑफ द थिंग्स पीवाईक्यू सिलेबस का कवरेज छोटे से छोटे पॉइंट का कवरेज इतना अच्छा हो जाता है कि स्टूडेंट डू नॉट रिक्वायर मच अंडरस्टैंडिंग फ्रॉम द बुक्स पार्ट्स एंड ऑल. पर अगर जब हमारा फाउंडेशन में क्या है कि काफी सारी इनकम्प्लीटेडनेस रह जाती है तो स्टूडेंट क्या है कि सेकेंड ईयर थर्ड ईयर में क्या है कि बुक्स में चले जाता है. और बुक्स में क्या है कि यूपीएससी स्पेसिफिक कंटेंट को डिकोड करने के लिए बहुत ज्यादा टाइम चले जाता है और फाइनली वो क्या है कि कंफ्यूज और फ्रस्ट्रेटेड हो जाता है. और वो क्या है कि जो एक अटेम्प्ट में चीज हो जानी चाहिए थी वो सेकंड थर्ड फोर्थ फिफ्थ तक चली जाती है. और उस टाइम तक क्या है कि या तो स्टूडेंट क्लियर कर लेता है अपनी विजडम से या सही जगह आ जाता है या फिर वो यूपीएससी से ज्योग्राफी ऑप्शन से एग्जिट ले लेता है और उससे नेगेटिविटी क्या है किसी पर्टिकुलर डिसिप्लिन की स्टार्ट हो जाती है. तो इट इज वेरी कमेंडेबल. मैं मॉडलर टेस्ट कॉपीज भी देख रहा था प्रज्ञानंद की. तो उसमें मॉडलर टेस्ट 1 में ही सिक्योर्ड 97 मार्क्स, मॉडलर 2 में 105, फिर मॉडलर टेस्ट 3 में 125. और ये जो प्रोग्रेस है मार्क्स की ये इंप्रूव होती ही जा रही थी. तो बहुत अच्छे स्कोर्स थे एंड वी विल बी शेयरिंग द कॉपीज ऑन द टेलीग्राम चैनल सून. तो प्रज्ञानंद कैसे इंप्रूव किया हर टेस्ट के अंदर और टेस्ट सीरीज ने क्या रोल प्ले किया ज्योग्राफी ऑप्शनल में?
या सो स्टार्टिंग जब मैंने किया था तो मैंने ऐसे ही वो लिखा था फास्ट वाला कि कॉन्फिडेंस कुछ गेन हुआ तो इसलिए उसका मार्क्स लोअर साइड हुआ था. फिर उसके बाद वट एवर रिकमेंडेशन यू हैव गिवन इन सेकंड इन फर्स्ट टेस्ट सो आई ट्राई टू इम्प्लीमेंट दैट इन माय सेकंड टेस्ट. Also the rank was coming at that time so I was also trying to improve my rank and also if you know in some test I got rank 1 also in one of the modular test.
Yes,
So in
yes.
that way also that boosted my confidence in that way. So basically I would say I tried to implement the recommendations in the evaluated copies.
और ये जो रिकमेंडेशंस थी ये पेपर 2 में योर स्कोर इज 153 व्हिच इज वेरी वेरी गुड स्कोर. तो पेपर 2 का जो इस बार का पेपर था अगेन मेनी स्टूडेंट्स आर सेइंग कि वो जनरल स्टडीज का ज्योग्राफी का पेपर लग रहा था या पेपर 3 के अंदर इकोनॉमिक्स एनवायरनमेंट इकोलॉजी वाले पार्ट से लग रहा था. तो पेपर 2 के जो आंसर्स थे उनको कैसे ज्योग्राफिकल बनाया और उसमें क्या ऐसी चीजें यूज करी कि उनका जो आंसर गया वो ज्योग्राफिकल गया हो?
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ये हर साल में होता है कि पेपर 2 जीएस टाइप का हो जाता है. वो मुझे भी पहले फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड हर अटेम्प्ट में फेल हुआ था. तो इस बार दिस 500 plus notes also sir use this concept of paper 1 in paper 2. So I also tried to develop that thing that so that became intrinsic to me like it became internal to me that automatically I could relate to the concepts of paper 1 in paper 2. Like some metropolitan regions question was there so I could link to this central place theory or the growth pole model and everything in this attempt. So in that way I think that helped me fetch more marks. Also I tried to do this thing that after every point I used to try to give some examples. So I did this in GS also and also in geography also. For example, this some millets question was there so I added maps also there in the millets growing regions and all. So I think value addition was more in paper 2 this time.
Pragyanandan, I can see right now that you are sitting, I think, in your office.
Yes, sir.
So you have prepared, जैसे तुमने अपनी जो preparation की है, since when you are working?
I am working since February 2022.
22, okay. So how was your preparation? How were you able to balance out your preparation along with the job? कैसे हुआ?
For prelims, I think I had prepared my best in my first 2 attempts during COVID time when I was preparing from home. So my foundation was very strong. So I could clear prelims after giving only 2-3 mock tests in my this attempt, in fourth attempt. So prelims was not a problem for me because I qualified prelims in all my 4 attempts. So for mains, I think the 3 months was crucial. In last year also, I tried to, like, it was a kind of work from home. It is rare in government, but I tried to do that in that period. So, but still some works was there. So it was not 100% focus last time. But this time I took leave actually. So it was not possible to prepare with job in these 3 months, the prelims to mains time. And in that way, I gave my 100% this time during mains preparation. But other times, the preparation was not that much, only 2-3 hours sometimes I used to get. So in that way,
I also want to
I
ask
tried. Yes,
I
sir.
also want to ask one thing. Does being in this job, how much did it actually help you in the preparation? Because I think मुझे जो लगता है कि अगर आपके पास अपना एक प्लान बी है तो आपका परफॉर्मेंस थोड़ा बेटर होता है because your confidence is at a higher level. So did it
Yes,
also
sir.
happen with you?
Yes, sir. I think it helped. In first attempt, I got into this Odisha Revenue Service, which is a Group B service. Then I got into Odisha Administrative Service, and in now I got getting into this Indian. So it was a slow development for me, gradual, and it was a confidence boosting after qualifying one by one exams. And I think in being in job, there was no stress of no, when there is no plan B, we are stressed, and that
Yes.
stress thing impact our performance. So that problem was not there. I had a job and I had a good job. So these things never came into my mind. So and also the learnings in this job helped me in my interview. So my interview was completely based on my job and Odisha and about administration only. And so I also got 198, which is also surprising for me. I was expecting around 180, but the interview was fully based on this job also. So in that way, it also helped.
Yes.
प्रज्ञान, काफी सारे स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं जो ये कहते हैं कि जो स्टेट पीसीएस के प्रिपरेशन है तो उसको या तो बहुत लेटर अटेम्प्ट्स में स्टार्ट करते हैं या फिर वो क्या है कि अपनी यूपीएससी के प्रिपरेशन साथ इंटीग्रेट नहीं कर पाते हैं. तो हाउ शुड दे आल्सो इनकॉर्पोरेट देयर स्टेट पीसीएस प्रिपरेशन and from which attempt they should start preparing for state PCS also as plan B?
I think there is two alternative views to this. So in my case, I started preparation. Actually, I gave this state PCS for as a backup. So I only 20% or 30% time I gave to preparation of this state PCS. But as syllabus is same. So in GS we are writing same kind of answers in state PCS like we are writing in UPSC. Though syllabus is little bit different. So I think in that way it helps. And nowadays, now also in Odisha PSC. The syllabus is same for UPSC and OPSC. So we have both also question pattern, everything is same. So I think nowadays it is not a problem to balance both the preparation. And about when to start about state PCS preparation, it depends on the individual actually. If you want to give 100% to UPSC preparation and you are confident that you will be able to qualify it, then you should go for it. And if you think backup is important and it will give you less stress, so in that way, I think they should start preparing for it simultaneously.
Yes, I also think it should depend upon the student. Because see, many of them are coming from some very good educational backgrounds, like have been in IITs or IIMs. So even if suppose they are unable to qualify in the first 1-2 attempts, they always have that confidence at the back of the mind because they are having that kind of degree, they'll ultimately get some good kind of job. So again, it should be based upon the student, no doubt about that.
प्रज्ञानंद, तो तुम्हारे थर्ड अटेम्प्ट में यू वर सेइंग कि एक मैसिव जंप आया था जीएस के अंदर ऑफ 50-60 मार्क्स. तो जीएस के लिए वो जंप क्या रीजंस की वजह से आया था? और एक ये भी है कि आजकल आंसर राइटिंग का एक लेवल मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द ऑडियंस हु आर इन देयर सेकंड, थर्ड, फोर्थ अटेम्प्ट उन्होंने अचीव कर लिया है. तो एक ये जो एक कांस्टेंट ये फियर रहता है कि हमारा आंसर एनरिच्ड हो और कैसे हमारा आंसर दूसरों के आंसर से डिफरेंशिएटेड लगे. बिकॉज जब मार्केट फोर्सेस आ गई हैं मार्केट में और उन्होंने सबको आंसर राइटिंग का एक टेम्पलेट, एक तरीका बता दिया है, तो काफी सारे लोग क्या है ना कि एक लेवल की क्वालिटी दे देते हैं आंसर राइटिंग में मेंस के लेवल पे. तो हाउ डिड यू एनरिच योर आंसर एंड गॉट अ मैसिव जंप ऑफ 50-60 मार्क्स इन योर मेंस इन थर्ड अटेम्प्ट?
Yes. So at the time, I think 2021 topper, I tried to follow her style of writing. Like she used to give 1 point and try to give example So substantiating every point with one example, so or a data or a fact or some studies from there. So I tried to implement that part. And also my focus was more on to complete the paper. So in previous two attempts, I could not complete the paper. So I used to leave around 40-50 marks in total in GS only. In first attempt, I left around 100, more than 100 marks. In second attempt, around 40-50 marks. In third attempt, I think around 10-20 marks I left. And this time I completed almost all the questions. So that was that improvement was there. And this time also I tried to apply the same concept in GS, and like substantiating every point and adding more points. So in 10 marks, I tried to give 10 points, and in 15 marks, I tried to give 12 to 15 points. And I tried to avoid any generic point, which will like that is not a positive impact on the examiner if we write generic point like it.
So Pragyanan, last two questions from my side. एक तो ये question है कि were you expecting rank 24?
No, I was never expecting rank 24. I thought that I will get somewhere between 200 ranks. So I was expecting top 200. So, but somehow in my mind that I have given my 100% this time. So even if I fail this time, I don't know how to improve in my next attempt. So that was in my mind, and maybe I could not have attempted next attempt also, because there was nothing to improve kind of thing was there. So that way I think it is. And in GS part, I would say I would have focused more on answer writing, and ethics. I was lacking in ethics for a long time, and this time I had improved upon ethics also. And so that was that I would have tried for more answer writing practice and more value addition, more content enrichment, that part. And I was writing more of a generic answer in first and second attempt.
ठीक है हिमांशु sir.
I think it is enough, and he's already tired from the day work. So it looks on his face also, because the work, administrative work is really challenging.
Yes, sir. The election is there, so.
And
Yes,
yes,
yes.
election time is also there. So again, congratulations, Pragyanandan. Definitely,
Yes, sir. Thank you.
after the elections are over, if you get a chance to come to Delhi, come and meet us. Then we can sit and have a cup of tea together.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. I will.
Definitely.